In the beginning, this world was never meant to be witnessed, that it lived beneath the surface of the ordinary, hidden in the long silence between storms, waiting for a moment when the earth would remember what it once carried. Before roads were drawn and borders imagined, the land breathed freely. Mountains rose like the backs of sleeping giants. Oceans stretched wide and patient, holding secrets in their depths. Forests grew without permission, their roots stitching the soil together in darkness. The sky watched all of it, vast and unblinking. This was a world still unfinished, still listening. At the edge of a volcanic plain, heat rolls low across blackened stone. The ground shivers, not from eruption, but from presence. Ash lifts gently, as if exhaled. From the scorched earth emerges a massive form, its hide cracked like cooling lava, its eyes glowing faintly in the smoke. It does not rage, it endures. Fire bends around it, recognizing something older than flamed out far away. Where grasslands stretch until the horizon curves, the wind moves in long waves. Tall blades whisper against one another. A shadow races across the field faster than the eye can follow. Then it stops. A lean figure stands still, fur rippling, muscles drawn tight as coiled wire. Its gaze is sharp, alert, alive with motion even in stillness. When it runs again, the wind follows in the shallows of a quiet bay. Water clears to glass. Light pierces downward, breaking into shards that dance along the sand. Something glides beneath the surface, smooth and elegant, its body trailing soft light. It turns slowly, fins cutting arcs through the water. The tide shifts to accommodate it, as though the sea itself has learned respect. Deep within a forest where sunlight rarely reaches the ground, leaves part without sound. The air smells of damp soil and ancient bark. A small shape moves through the undergrowth, barely disturbing a single fern. Its eyes glow warm and curious. It pauses, tilts its head, and the forest seems to soften around it. Life feels closer here, more forgiving. Above jagged cliffs where waves shatter endlessly below. Wings spread wide against the sky. Feathers catch the sun, flashing white and gold. It circles once, twice, then lifts higher, riding invisible currents. When it cries out, the sound echoes across stone and water. A call that speaks of open skies and unbroken distance. In frozen tundra, where the ground remains locked in ice, breath fogs the air like smoke. Snow drifts sideways in endless motion. A massive figure moves through the white, its fur thick, its horns curved and scarred. Each step compresses centuries of snowfall. It lowers its head against the wind and continues forward, unchallenged by cold or time. Along riverbanks where stones are worn smooth by patience, something stirs beneath the current. Water swells, then settles. A long body slides into view, scales reflecting muted greens and blues. Its eyes are calm, ancient, aware. The river curves slightly around it, changing course by a fraction that will matter years from now. In the desert, where the sun burns away sound and thought, sand shifts in careful patterns. A shape rises from beneath, dust cascading from its form. Its body is etched with lines like old maps. It stands tall for a moment, surveying endless dunes, then sinks back into the earth, leaving no trace it was ever there. On distant islands where jungle meets stone, ruins crumble beneath creeping vines. Moss blankets carved faces forgotten by those who built them. From the shadows, something steps forward, its body adorned with markings that glow faintly in the dark. It moves with purpose, not haste. The jungle parts as it passes, remembering its place, high above, where storms gather without warning, clouds twist into towering pillars. Thunder rolls low, continuous. From the heart of the storm, a silhouette forms, wings vast, body radiant with contained power. Lightning strikes downward, not randomly, but in measured rhythm. When it descends, the air vibrates, charged with quiet authority. Beneath the earth, deeper than caves and roots, stone groans under pressure. Something coils in the dark, massive and slow. Its scales scrape against rock, carving new paths where none existed. When it moves, tremors ripple across the surface. Subtle but unmistakable, like a heartbeat felt through the solace of the world. In coastal waters, where cliffs plunge into endless blue, the sea darkens without warning. Waves draw back from shore. Then the surface rises, revealing a colossal shape crowned with barnacle and scar. Its presence stills the wind. The ocean seems to hold itself steady, Aware that movement now requires permission. In mist-covered valleys, dawn arrives quietly. Fog clings low, blurring the edges of reality. A soft glow appears within the haze, pulsing gently. A small figure drifts forward, barely touching the ground. Its expression is serene, almost sorrowful. Flowers bloom in its wake, then fade as it passes. In high canopies where branches interlock like woven bone. Leaves tremble though no wind blows. A flash of color darts between trunks. Agile, quick, laughing without sound. It leaps, spins, lands, gone again. The forest feels more alive for having seen it, as though play itself has weight. On rocky plateaus where nothing grows, the ground cracks under slow, deliberate steps. A heavy form advances, armored in stone-like plates. Dust falls from its body with each movement. Its eyes are deep-set, unhurried. When it stops, the land around it settles, relieved by its stillness. In ancient wetlands where water and land argue endlessly, reeds sway and insects hum. Something rises from the murk, towering and skeletal, its body cloaked in shadow and damp growth. It watches silently, unmoving. When it lowers itself again, ripples spread far wider than expected. But not all of them were meant to be seen. Beyond familiar paths, where maps lose confidence, the air grows dense. Sound dulls. Light bends strangely. A presence lingers just beyond vision, close enough to feel, impossible to face directly. Those who wander here sense something watching, waiting, weighing. From this point onward, the world feels heavier. The sky seems lower. The land no longer welcomes without question. In shattered badlands, where storms have stripped the earth bare, a figure stands alone. Its body radiates controlled force, contained and precise. Scars mark its form, not from defeat, but from endurance. When it moves, the ground fractures cleanly, as if cut by intention. In the depths of the sea, far below where light can survive, pressure becomes absolute. Here, something floats without effort. Its body glows faintly, tracing slow patterns in the dark. The water around it warps subtly, bending as though reality itself is flexible in its presence. Volcanoes rumble in distant harmony. Lava surges higher than before. From a mountain wreathed in ash, wings unfurl, vast and burning. Fire pours from its throat, not wild, but directed. The sky darkens as it rises, rewriting the horizon in flame and smoke. In frozen skies above polar storms, ice crystals swirl in spirals. A luminous form emerges, sharp and radiant. Its wings refract light into prismatic arcs. Cold intensifies in its wake, yet there is beauty in the precision of its movement. A cruel elegance that leaves the air ringing. Across ruined cities reclaimed by time, metal rusts and concrete fractures. Vines wrap around forgotten towers. From within the wreckage, something awakens. Its body hums softly, artificial and alive. Lights flicker across its surface. It surveys the remnants of humanity without judgment. In deserts where no life should remain, shadows stretch unnaturally long. A towering figure appears at dusk, its form shifting subtly, never fully settling. It moves like a mirage made solid. The heat bends around it. The night arrives more slowly when it walks, deep within forests that have never been burned. Ancient trees bow slightly as something passes. Its presence feels old, deliberate. Bark peels away to reveal glowing patterns beneath. When it stops, the forest listens. When it moves on, growth accelerates behind it. In the open sky, beyond clouds and storms, something vast drifts silently. Its body stretches across the heavens, leaving trails of light that linger like fading memories. Stars seem dimmer in its vicinity. Satellites fail without warning. Night itself appears uncertain. Time begins to slip. Days feel longer. Nights feel watchful. The rhythm of the world shifts by degrees too small to name, but too large to ignore. In caverns lined with crystal, light fractures endlessly. At the center, a being hovers, neither touching ground nor air. Its form is symmetrical, perfect, unsettling. Gravity bends inward toward it. Sound disappears entirely. Even thought feels cautious here. Across the planet, natural forces pause. Wings slow. Tides hesitate. Animals fall silent. Something approaches its center. The earth splits along an ancient fault. Stone peels back like skin. From the void rises a presence that absorbs light rather than reflecting it. Its edges blur. Its shape resists definition. The land recoils instinctively, creating distance. This is not chaos. This is balance asserting itself. Above all, beyond sight and scale, something stirs that has never needed a name. It exists as boundary, as correction, as the quiet rule beneath every rule. When it shifts, reality aligns. Mountains lower by inches. Oceans deepen without moving. History rewrites itself without sound. And still, life continues. Small creatures glow beneath leaves.
The
Rivers
Blastoise
carve new
utilizes
paths.
controlled bursts
Snow
of water
falls
from its
gently on
dorsal
ancient
cannons,
fur.
propelling
The
its
world
massive
adapts
form
as it always
deeper
has,
into the azure
living in the
expanse.
presence of forces it cannot command. Some believe these beings sleep now. Others believe they watch. In certain places, at certain moments, the air feels charged with memory. A hush falls. The ground seems aware,